I'm Bobby Huynh, and let's queer up the USA view. LGBTQ artist speaks out after homophobic attacks on his Milwaukee artwork. Residents and the artists are shaken as a peaceful sidewalk art installation in Milwaukee gets targeted by repeated vandalism, including the use of an anti-gay slur. East Side resident Dana Alexander Kaleta told CBS 58, quote, "Someone's clearly hurting. Someone really has a lot of anger, and that's kind of anger we don't need right now," end quote. Kaleta was standing near a sidewalk mural featuring 3 koi fish painted by gay artist Jeremy Novy when she noticed the artwork has been defaced for a second time in just days. The koi, painted in black, orange, and white with Novy's signature 3D shadow effect, were originally created to bring joy to the neighborhood. After the artwork was first covered in black paint, Novy repainted the fish over the weekend, but within a day, the mural was vandalized again with fluorescent green paint and a gay slur spray painted beside it. The artist said he and the homeowner are now exploring ways to protect the public artwork from future attacks. Well, one thing, those things are gorgeous. I love it. The depth of effect is very nice. As someone who enjoys street art and I collected them in my days being that rambunctious little junior collector at Art Basel, I love street art and the works that are inspired by graffiti. And I think that Mr. Novy would do really well putting his stuff on paper and just selling it. The second thing is, people vandalize artworks just because they are bitter, angry, and disgruntled. And in this current political environment where culture is often mocked, unless it conforms to certain standards, this is unfortunately going to happen all over the country. And I don't really have a solution for that, aside from saying that maybe Mr. Novy can protect his art in some way that where it can prevent itself from getting damaged.
I mean, I have to commend him for saying that this person is, there's something wrong with this person. I've said it a million times, and as somebody that champions for mental health, you're not born with hate. You're not born with homophobia. You're not born with those things. So, unfortunately, if this is the same person doing the defaming, they do have some issues that they need to work through, and I hope that, they do get some help. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do, to protect street art, and it's there for public consumption, and it's out there to unfortunately also be painted over or removed, like our states like to do. So.
I hear you, and there's been other instances of hate against LGBTQ people. There was a shop in London where they said similar words of this person is clearly hurting. And I feel, I respect that empathy. At the same time, I am so sick and tired of people thinking that their issues they get to inflict onto the rest of the world. I don't care what your problem is. I don't care if your mother loved you or didn't love you. That's no excuse to be going out in public and harassing people, harming people, and taking it out on everyone else. And we need to start saying that more. Mm-hmm. You have to start being a decent person in society. The people that are doing this to these koi fish paintings should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah, you probably do need to get help, but that doesn't mean we all are going to hug it out with you. Go hug it out with your therapist. My God.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm excusing it. In fact, it's defaming public property. There's consequences for that. Just like taggers tagging buildings. There's consequences for defaming public property.
I'm not upset with you. I'm upset with the people going after the koi fish and the London shop.
No, absolutely. It's a two-part thing. Yes.
So if I was upset with you, that'd be great television. My God, girl.
No, I just want people, yes, we need to be saying that. Yes, your actions have consequences, and there should be legal actions against these people if they get caught. However, I do also want to keep saying that people are not born with hate. People are not born with homophobia and racism, and you're not born with those. Those are all learned behaviors, and they come from somewhere. And we as a society need to start talking about that as well. We need to hold people accountable. People who get convicted of stuff need to be held accountable on all levels, but we also need to look at why this is happening. And, somebody had to have known that this artist is gay. To be able to do that, And
That was what I was thinking too.
yeah, he had to know that this person was gay. So that means that this person knew this artist. They knew that this person was out. They had to do the research. They had to figure it out. So that's premeditation.
Oh yeah,
I think the rainbow colors on the koi can be
Not necessarily.
I know that. Yeah.
But I'll close this out on this. That's just a very thoughtful insight, and I think people should think about that this Memorial Day. And there's no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBT stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.